Your 6-day forecast with some warmer temperatures and even rain in the forecast. We'll talk about that coming up.
Justin, we'll see you then. Thank you. A lot to talk about in weather. Well, it hasn't happened in a very long time, but today Catholics around the world went to Mass with no Pope at the Vatican. Benedict XVI officially stepped down on Thursday.
Fox 6's Derica Williams found out how church members are responding during this transition.
For some members at Old St. Mary Parish, Thursday's resignation of Pope Benedict XVI was bittersweet.
I totally understood, and I thought it was, a really brave decision.
He attributed his departure to waning energy and wants to dedicate himself to a life of private prayer.
I thought it was really great of him to think of us first.
Now, Sunday, parishioners are praying for him.
We just want to make sure that he's okay, and he's going to do everything he can now that he's kind of retired to kind of pray for us and really think of us.
Caroline Lavery says although the next leader of the Roman Catholic Church has not been chosen yet, the church still has direction.
We do have a leader. He's just not a human leader. So we have God still in Jesus, so we still we're not completely alone.
Melissa Barta says the church has a strong foundation and members remain faithful that the successor will also serve wholeheartedly.
I think the whole community has been praying that the cardinals make the decision that is correct for our church.
Well, it's going to be really exciting to see what happens next.
Cardinals are making their way to Rome to elect the new pope, and Lavery has an idea of qualities she would like to see.
I'm hoping it's someone who can be aware of, the different needs of Catholics in different countries and different parts of the world.
Some folks like Barta say there's an upside to the transition.
It's kind of exciting. We've been teaching our kids that this is a really historic event, and we get to see who is elected a new pope. We get to see the whole process and watch for the smoke, the white smoke or the black smoke to see.
In Milwaukee, Derica Williams, Fox 6 News.
Derica, thank you. Now, some of the cardinals who will elect the new pope are already in Rome. Others will arrive sometime tomorrow or Tuesday.
Catholics are now debating that with the Pope's resignation, now could be a time to, quote, modernize the church. Following Pope Benedict's historic resignation, a poll by the Pew Research Center finds that 51% of U.S. Catholics want the next pope to maintain traditional positions. 46%, that's a significant number because it's an all-time high, favor reform, and some proposed changes include priests being allowed to marry and bringing women into the priesthood.
Our notion of God is expanding as we grow. I think a lot of Catholics are saying, why can't God call women? Why can't God call married people? Why can't God call gays and lesbians forward to be priests?
Although most Catholics reject the idea of ending celibacy for clergy, 58% of those surveyed said they would have no problem with priests marrying if and only if the new pope, whoever he is, decides to take that church, the church in that direction.
When Pope Benedict flew off to retirement, he left a church in crisis, beset by scandal, internal divisions, and increased competitions from other faiths.
Particularly here in the United States, we've seen the effects of the sex abuse crisis, and we have to be vigilant in the protection of children and how we deal with priests who have done criminal acts. But I don't think that if we're trying to narrow it down to, well, who will the next pope be and how will they change that?
And still, 1 billion strong, most Catholics are convinced their church will rally and prosper.
Water pressure became